Thank you, Chairman Barrasso and Ranking Member Carper, Senator Ernst, Senators and staff members. On behalf of the citizens of Cedar Rapids and the people of Eastern Iowa that work every day in Cedar Rapids, thanks for giving us an opportunity to tell our story today. In June of 2008, the Cedar River in Cedar Rapids crested more than 10 feet above any previous flood at 31 feet. The unthinkable happened. The floodwaters covered 10 square miles, which is 14% of our city, 6,165 residential properties, 754 commercial industrial properties, 310 city facilities were damaged, totaling more than $5.4 billion in losses. The flood devastated our residents, our businesses, our entire community. But not all was lost. There are two things we didn't lose, Senators. One, we didn't lose any lives. Thanks to our emergency response team and the hundreds of boat rescues, no lives were lost in our community. And if you think about it, in the various disasters in each of your respective states and around the countries, oftentimes during the news reports of the disaster, included in those reports is the death toll. And in Cedar Rapids, no lives were lost. And in some bizarre way today, we feel 9 years later, the fact that we were so successful in saving lives that is maybe goes against us. And the second thing that wasn't lost was our will to rebuild our city stronger and better than what it was before the flood. So as damaging and catastrophic of the 2008 floods, our recovery is equally impressive by any standard. With your help through FEMA, HUD, the Justice Department, along with the state and local government, the private sector, the nonprofit sector, the faith community, we began that journey to rebuild Cedar Rapids, building by building, house by house, neighborhood by neighborhood. That included our infrastructure of water and sewer, quite remarkable. But as we were rebuilding, we always had one eye on the future, and that future meant a permanent flood protection system in Cedar Rapids. That confidence that our business community had and our residents had to reinvest in the momentum that we have gained has all been based on having long-term flood protection. So from the beginning, we've been working with the Corps, and we were so anxious when the Corps was ready to reveal their plan for Cedar Rapids, only to unveil a plan that protected just one side of the river. Imagine being a mayor or a resident of a community when you're told you're allowed to protect one side, but the other side isn't. How do you say that lives on one side of your river are worthy, but lives on the other side of the river are not worthy? I asked why, and they said it's because of the benefit-cost ratio, a formula, some algorithm. Senators, we don't govern Cedar Rapids based on an algorithm. We rejected the benefit-cost ratio and worked with the state to develop a funding mechanism to protect the west side. So here we are, 9 years later, finding ourselves again disadvantaged by the benefit-cost ratio. It's based on value of property. And when Cedar Rapids is compared to other communities around the country, we come up a little shorter because the values in our community or smaller Midwest states just are not equal to the value in the larger communities. This past September, we had another event. We were able to win this time over the river, so we've evened the score. The river won, community now won. But now we know it's not a question of if it will flood again, but when. And we need to have that long-term flood protection for our community. So again, Senators, we seek your help. Thank you.